Let me just walk you through very quickly the magic moment that I used on the stage here, just so you have something to begin with, right? It basically uses something called the ideodynamic response. What that basically means is when you have an idea and you focus on it with sufficient intensity, it will affect your body, it'll affect your movement and so on, right? We know this already because if you think about people you like and care for, what do? If you're thinking about people or situations that make you feel upset, or well, I already gave it away on that one, you know, people you don't like or stressful situations, then you feel bad. A thought, an idea has changed your body, has changed your feelings and emotions, right? The same goes with this. Have you ever noticed how, you know, sometimes when dogs are sleeping, they'll twitch and then people go, oh, look, he's dreaming, right? They're acting out their dreams to some extent. We're going to do the same thing with the magic moment, or this magic moment. They're going to start off, it's important, and I missed the instruction, and you saw what happened. You ask them to plant their feet on the floor and keep them stuck there, right? Get them to point out towards 12 o'clock, and then I just like using the clock system because it's very clear which way to go. Start pointing towards 1, 2, and keep going until you go as far as you can go, and it'll go something like this, right? Typically, there'll be somewhere between, just before 6, and then more or less this sort of angle here is typically where people end up. If they go further than that, oh, you're in trouble. Although it worked out just fine, so thanks, Johnny, for being extra flexible. Then you can close your eyes and focus on the same thing. The first time, mentally speaking, you want to really talk them through it so that you're really getting them to get involved in the whole process. Do you remember, was it yesterday when we did the revivification and you started describing a scene that they've never seen before? Where you're using the same kind of language. So going to 12, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then beyond that all the way back to 12, right? The second time they go through it, I like to make them go through 12 twice, and it becomes very unrealistic because no one's got that kind of double jointed back, but it really emphasizes that idea of stretchingness, right? And I want to overemphasize that so that person really gets the idea that this is going way beyond where they've been before, right? I do that several times just to really condition it in. After a while, I stop telling them, I say, do it, and just give me a head nod every time you've unwound, so I can see that they've done a few iterations of it. Eventually, I say, okay, now, just open your eyes and do it again. And this time, they'll find themselves going a lot further, right? That's the point at which you need to make your point. If they just go, okay, so I've gone all the way up to here, like, yeah. So? You've lost the whole momentum you've been building up, right? So just as they get past, and they go through all the way here, and then they get all the way up to there, and you go, look how much more you achieved. Or look how much further you got. That's the power of your mind. Do you see how you're cementing the whole thing in? Make sense? Then, hopefully, if you perform the whole thing well, they'll be like a little starstruck and going like, wow, that's amazing. And now you have your window of opportunity in order to lock contact with the eyes and begin your whole conversational induction. Does that make sense to you guys? Let me put this on for you. Go ahead.
So in his case, after you gave him the hypnotic blitz, and you said to him, wouldn't you like to learn more about this? And now you're ready
so
to do your...
in the second case here?
Right,
yeah, I mean, I had to figure out a context that I might want to do a blitz in. So in my mind, I just put myself in a position where I want to teach someone something. Right. I want to teach them a skill, say. So I'm now getting him to a position where I'm revivifying learning to make learning easier. And then I'm offering them motivation. Now, can I show you how to learn something so you can feel that feeling again, to be so excited to succeed? And then I can teach him a skill with that as a resource. So now he's going into it, looking forward to it, being excited.
Right, so now he says, yes, I'd like to learn that. So at that point, you want to induce him. So.
Oh no, I've already done the induction. That was the induction. All right, let me just do the whole thing again so you can see it from start to finish.
Well,
how's that?
For the first person that was here.
The first person, Johnny?
Yeah.
I can't even remember what I did in terms of the blitz. I only did a very short blitz. The blitz was very short. I just gave him like a... What took about? Oh, there you go. I did a little bit of a conscious and unconscious association with him, and I just left it at that. I didn't actually use it for any purpose.
So, but you asked him, would you like to learn more?
Learn more about the power of the mind or something?
Yes.
Yeah, that might have been it. In that case, probably the context I put myself in is something where I have to motivate him to one more, maybe to have coaching or to come to a seminar or something
So
like
do you
that.
need to, so you don't need to induce him anymore. He's already inducted.
That is the induction already. The conscious and conscious dissociation is the induction. So it's very simple. Magic moment, the pointing. Hypnotic gaze begins the induction. As soon as you lock eyes with someone, as soon as you're looking eyes with someone at this point, the whole process of the hypnotic gaze begins. Now, of course, you've been paying careful attention over the last few days, have you not? And you've been taking lots of notes. And of course, another part of you has not been taking notes because you've been busy listening. That part of you that was listening is already right now recognizing something that's not in your notes, something that makes you so much better at hypnosis than you realized. Because to the extent that you stop thinking about everything you've written down, you begin to remember everything that you've experienced, not just today, but in a lifetime of learning, a lifetime of having conversations with people, a lifetime which makes life easy for you to interact with others. And already I have a sense that you have an instinct about how to do this, to talk to people in a special way, a unique way, in a way where their inner minds begins to open up and trust a whole process. And you can feel good about that trust. You can begin to trust that now, can you not? You can feel a comfortable sensation, can you not? That's the beginning of your unconscious mind showing you how easy it really is to do conversational hypnosis. All you have to do is trust that. You can do that, can't you? And remember, that's right. Just remember. That's an easy thing to do, isn't it? Does that answer your question? Any more for any more? All right, guys. So, find a partner. Just go through a magic moment. Hit the point. Lock eyes. Run through an induction. And you know, once you're doing induction, you might as well revivify things. And if something comes to mind that's worth revivifying, that might make their, I don't know, give them a little gift, that might make their career as a hypnotist a little easier, who am I to suggest that you shouldn't do that, right? So you may as well enjoy yourself and do whatever comes natural. Everyone cool with that? Yeah. Off you go.